Hi folks, it's Dermot here again from TU Dublin. We are going to take you through the loading and the unloading of the convection oven. And the convection oven in itself is an extremely hot, extremely important piece of equipment in every kitchen. Therefore, we're just going to take you through the safety features. So when an oven is on and it's at that extreme temperature and we're about to load it, what we must do is have a look at the temperature of it and have a look at, if we can zoom in here, on the fan. Okay, now for the purpose of the video, we have the fans turned up to 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means that the fan is pushing out as much, expelling as much air circulating inside that oven. So when we go to open the oven, should we open the oven when the fan is on 5, it will pretty much push that door so fast that if our face or any of our skin is in contact with any of the air or steam that's coming out of that, we could get an extremely bad scald. So for that reason, before you open up the oven, turn the fan down to 1, stand to the side, open the door, let the heat and the steam out, and then open fully when it's safe. The next step is to put the item on the tray. So what we want to do here is, using our oven cloths this time and not our tea towels, which will be too light, we're going to take the rack and we're going to pull the rack out halfway. And you see when I push down on it, it's good and safe. That way now I don't have to push my hand in anyway inside there into the extremely hot metal or get in contact with any of that hot metal and the actual fan itself. So we're going to lift the item. If the item is cold, you can still lift it with this. If it's hot, use the two ends, corner to corner, opposite corners that is, and we're going to place it on the rack, and then we're just going to slide the rack in like so. Or it could be a pan with a metal handle on it. You slide it in, and we close the door. And that's the loading of the oven. Now, picture sometime forward. Inside that oven is going to be extreme heat. There's going to be some really extreme heat. So those metal objects have gone from being cold to extremely hot. So we must never touch them with our hands. We cannot afford to touch them with our hands. The metal can actually stick to our hands, scald our hands, burn our hands. So again, let's take us through the process. The fans will probably be up full. So what we need to do, before we open the oven, we need to turn the fans down to 1, giving the fan a few seconds just to die off, so it's not pushing and forcing that heat out at your face or at your arms or your body. We're going to open the oven, opening it wide, making sure that the door doesn't fall back in, because the inside of the door is going to be extremely hot as well. And we're going to do the opposite again. So when we're going to take out the item, we're going to pull the rack first, just before halfway, making it safe, and using the oven, grab one corner and grab the opposite corner. Grabbing the opposite corner will give you balance. Okay? And we put it down on a designated area. Push the rack back in. Let's do this again, but this time, this is probably the one that catches most students. We'll pull it out. There's one handle, and a lot of students would automatically, because it's a handle, forget, and they'll grab it with their bare hand. Please remember, always use the cloth. Take it out, place it on the table, and this time, because the pan is extremely hot, if you walk away from the table and another student isn't aware that that pan is really hot, they too can get hurt. So what we do to signify that, we grab a little bit of flour and we just put it on the handle, okay, or surrounding edge there, in case somebody else goes to grab it. And when you see flour on the handle, that means extreme heat. What we're going to do then, push the racks back in, close the door. If you need to reset it. And guys, that's the safety features for unloading and loading a convection oven. Take care.